Through the history of science, many major discoveries come accidentally. Sometimes they come from recognizing potential in an unexpected product, even a fish recipe was turning accident into serendipity. Other times, discovery came out of pure desperation from a seemingly didn't experiment. The entire modern chemical industry can be attributed to an accidental discovery that started with garbage. 1. If Perkin hadn't washed the black powder with alcohol, it wouldn't have produced the purple that could dye silk. 2. If Perkin hadn't created purple, the people of that time would still have the same privilege of buying cheap clothes. 3. If Perkin hadn't created purple, he wouldn't have retired and created the first dye factory. 4. If Plunkett hadn't come across a material called polytetrafluoroethylene that was marketed as Teflon, it wouldn't have coated the metal to make it a non-stick surface anti-adherent. 5. If Bob hadn't stretched out a piece of hot Teflon, he wouldn't have realized that it was spending 8 times its size. 6. If Bob hadn't realized that Teflon is over 70% air and that he can't breathe, they wouldn't have made them waterproof. 7. If they had not experimented with coal, that they wouldn't have realized that roads could be paved with this material. 8. If Perkin hadn't tried turning deer into quinine, he wouldn't have realized that the drug had to be straight from the bark of trees. 9. If Malva had not had fashion fans, it would not have been known as Malva missiles. 10. If Constantine Fahlberg hadn't taken his coat at home without washing his hands, he wouldn't have found himself dining on his sweet bread. 11. If Constantine hadn't found the sweet bread, he and his companions would not have realized that the sweet sauce was a substance derived from coal that would not have called in sachet. Thanks.